Hey guys, this week we're going to be working on doing some emotion projects. So you're going to want to grab your watercolors and you're going to want to grab a piece of paper. So for the first project, we're going to be working on human emotions. So I want you to grab and try to make as many different colors as you can. You're going to try to spread these out and you're just making different size circles. You don't want them too big or too small. You kind of want them a nice medium size. Some can be overlapping, and some can be off on their own. You'll kind of see as I'm painting here how mine goes, and that is going to be just your day one. So making different kinds of circles, using all different kinds of colors, so that we can use lots of emotions tomorrow. All right, so for day two, we are going to add some faces to our circles. So I want you to try to think about what colors match the different emotions. So for example, for this first red one, red is normally like a mad or an angry color. It could also be bold. It doesn't always have to be mad or angry. But that was, a good example. A yellow is normally like a happy color. Blue is maybe sad, calm, sleepy. So I want you to brainstorm some different emotions that correlate with the colors, and I'll have this expression and emotion sheet on Google Classroom for you to look at while you're drawing. This sheet has a lot of nice examples of different things you can do, and different faces you can make. Obviously, you can kind of mix and match. Like if you like the eyes on one and the mouth on another one, you can kind of make your own little person. And you're going to try to fill in a face for every single circle that you made yesterday. All right, so on this last day for this project, I want you to go back in, and now that we have all of our faces in, I want you to start to add your color, like to the eyes and maybe even to some of the mouth parts and the sunglasses and all of that good stuff. And then I want you to really think about the different thicknesses of line that you can create with your drawing. So whenever we're doing a drawing like this where it's pretty simple, you want each little character person to have about 3 or 4 different thicknesses of line, and that's what's going to make your project look really um, exciting, and it definitely looks and you know that you spent a lot more time on it than just drawing one type of line on there. So that's what takes your project from the basic level to kind of like an intermediate level. So as you can see, just with the three that I've done already, it really changes the personality of the person when you really add those nice thick lines. And you don't need to add them to everything, you just need to add them to a couple places on each person. So that is your goal for today. All right, guys, so this is my finished project. I hope you liked this one. This is a definite favorite of mine that I do every year. Tomorrow, you're going to need a piece of paper and something to draw with. All right, guys, so day 4, we're going to do a little stacking pig drawing. And this time I want you to kind of add your own emotions to your pigs. So first, we're going to start with some rectangles. These aren't going to be like super realistic pigs, but we're going to kind of get those basic shapes in there, and we're going to kind of add some little personalities. So you can see I'm starting with a rectangle, and I do the circle on the inside, and then the 2 ovals for the little snout. You can see the feet are pretty simple as well, where it looks like a rectangle with a little triangle cut out on the bottom. Can add little ears and your eyes. And we are going to do that 2 more times, getting smaller and smaller as we go up the paper. One other thing we're going to do today is we're going to add a little, some little tails to our pigs here. I'm just doing some curly lines. And we're also going to want to add a background to our pig. So I'm going to start by adding our horizon line, which separates out the ground from the sky. And I'm going to add some different things that you would find on a farm in my background. Now, maybe you want your pig to be like in outer space, or maybe you want them in the grocery store, or maybe you want them in your room. So I want you to add your own fun, unique background, and it doesn't have to be super realistic, but this is going to add some context to where your pig is. Now the last step today is to outline all of your lines with Sharpie. This is going to help us with tomorrow when we add our watercolor. All right, guys, we made it to day 5. And now what I would like you to do today is I would like you to add watercolor to all of your elements in your pig drawing. So I'm going to start with the color pink for my pigs. And again, if you want to make your pigs a different color, that's great. I'm going to go a little bit more realistic with this one. Again, in order to spread the water out evenly, or the paint out evenly, it might be best to spread some water out first, and then add your color. But however you paint will work best for you. And again, have fun with this, and I can't wait to see how these look on Google Classroom.